Get my label where I want it. I'm going to rub it in the middle. Then I'm going to start pressing it to the sides of the jar. It's not easy. You gotta be careful you don't rip it because of the way the jar is shaped. And just add more Mod Podge. And then I'm just going to Mod Podge the whole bottle so my spray paint won't scrape off. Super easy, cute. And you're going to do the same thing to the rest. So after I do that, I let everything dry. This is how your bottles turn out. Now with these jars, you want to make sure you put the glue on the label and not on the bottle. Because I had to take the Mod Podge off that didn't dry because by this being plastic. So just remember that, just with these plastic bottles. But if you spray paint, you don't have to worry about that. But not with these, but with these, put the glue on the label, not on the bottle. I don't know what I was thinking about, but just to let you know. So I took and I tied some twine around it, some jute twine, and I distressed the sides on both of them. You can take a sanding pad, or you can take your nail and scrape around your bottles if you want. And I just took and tied some twine around the bottle. I cut, put a little bit of glue, cut off this little piece, and there you go. You got some bottles, and I'll show you a better view of these. So for the next DIY, I got these 2 books from the Dollar Tree. I made sure they're the hardcover books, and I'm going to make some Halloween books. I've been wanting some of these, been seeing them in Michael's, and I'm just not paying the money for them. So I'm going to remove the paper from the books, and I'm going to take some of my black Waverly chalk paint from Walmart in the color ink. Color is ink, not black. It's ink, same thing. But I'm going to take some of this and I'm going to paint both sides of the book in the spine part of the book. So I'm going to go ahead and so this is what I did to the book. can see I painted a little bit of the pages. I got every part black. Now I'm going to show you what you're going to do next after this dries. Make sure you get all, when you close the book, you get all the little parts of the book that's still, like, you can still see a little bit of red right there. That's what I want covered, because I don't want none of the color of the original color of the book showing through. And so I just painted it like that. And I'm going to let that dry. And the only thing I did was I took my book, I closed it, and I just went around the edges of the book to get all of the original color of the book black. Then I just flipped it over and did the same thing around the book. And after that, I just took and I wiped making sure I get every part black. And that's all I did. And so after your book's dry, I took a little bit of white paint and just went around my books. And I'm going to show you how I did that. So I took this little makeup sponge, I think that's what they call it, and I'm dabbing a little bit of paint instead of wasting a brush for this. And I'm just going to go around and add some white paint. And it's okay if you get down here on the book. That's what I'm doing. That's up to you. I just don't want it on the outside of my book. And you can add as much white paint as you want. It's up to you. If you do too much white paint, a part of the book you don't want, I'm just going to take the brush I had from earlier when I painted the book, and I'm going to take and just go and touch up them spots where the white paint got that I did not want it. So after that, I have some labels here that I want to put onto my book. One says poison. Probably can't even see that. The other one I cut out Book of Spells. So my poison one, the poison label is going to go on my top book. So I'm going to go ahead and place these labels onto these books. And I'm going to So this is how they look after you put on your vinyl. Then I made these lines because I wanted lines to go on the side of my book, like the ones I seen that I like. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the lines I made off. And I'm going to place them where I want. Then I'll cut like any extra off that I don't want. And so that's how they go. What I'll do, Just cut off what I don't want from the bottom of the book. And then peel it off. And it'll be like this. And I'm going to do the same. Okay, so for this DIY, you're going to need one of these little glass like vases. I'm not sure what you call them, from the Dollar Tree. I had this one for a while, and I want to make like a witch's cooking pot or boiling pot. Not really sure what you call them, but I wanted to make one. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use the same spray paint that I use for my poison bottles. And I'm going to spray paint this. I probably have to do probably like 2 coats. So after your vase dry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I cut it out with my Cricut machine. It says Witch's Brew. And I'm going to place it right on here. But what you need to do is what I almost forgot. You need to put some slits in your vinyl so this will sit, so you can place it on there. Because because of the way the vase is made. I almost forgot. You start rubbing in the middle. Then you just move your words. Rub your words out. The only thing you're worrying about rubbing down is the letters. Don't worry about anything else that might be not bubbling up. Only thing you want to do is get your words flat onto the whatever you're placing it on. It's pretty much what you want to do. So I think I got them all on here. And I'm just going to peel it up. It looked like I've lost one of my little dots, but it's okay. So, there you go. So after that, this is how your little witch pot will look. Now, I just took the extra dot off so my E wouldn't look crazy. And all you're going to do is just add some Mod Podge to seal your spray paint. And so for the next DIY, I'm going to take a Dollar Tree house. This little thing I put... printed out with my Cricut, cut out with my Cricut. It says October 31st, and it got like a little spider on it. And then I'm going to reverse the sign to make a fall sign for my tiered tray. So I'm going to do a double sign, one for Halloween, one for fall. Now the one for fall, I wanted it to be simple, something I can sit on my tiered tray inside of my kitchen. So I'm going to use some buffalo check paper inside of there. These Dollar Tree leaves, which is actually like a ornament, and a piece of burlap, and some jute rope. So I'm going to show you I'm going to do everything with this. So first what I'm going to do is pop my back part out of my sign. And I know somebody in my video said before, why didn't you just stick the paper in there? I don't want to constantly push the paper in here, cut it, push the paper in there, cut it, and end up cutting it too short. I've seen it happen. So what I like to do is I actually like to be really careful and just push the back part of my sign out, so I know that way when I cut the paper, it's going to fit directly inside of there. And also because I want to paint. So we're going to start off with the Halloween side. So first I'm going to start off just using my black chalk paint. my same brush from earlier, and I'm going to paint the front of this sign. So after you paint your sign white, I did 3 coats. I went ahead and put my paper on the other side. If you want to see how I do mine, I just simply trace the house around the paper and I cut it out. But I'll put another video that I did the same thing. So I'm going to take this little makeup thing, and what I'm going to do is I want to go ahead and distress the sides of my sign. I'm going to get off as much paint as I can, and I'm just going to go around the sign. Then I'm going to go back and forth with the tip of the brush, wiping off as much paint as I can. And then I'm going to go and distress some of the areas that I did. And there you are. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my Halloween sign onto here. Making sure it's even. And I'm just going to peel this up. And there you are. So for the other side, like I said, I just wanted a simple sign. So I'm going to take one of these leaves from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint it this orange color. It's called Pumpkin. It's by Waverly. Like I said, it's the color, I don't know why it's not even showing, but it's the color Pumpkin. There we go, I think. And I'm going to use a little bit of this to paint my leaf this color. So I'm going to go ahead and paint my leaf. And so after your leaf dry, I'm going to take some glue, and I'm going to glue this right in the middle of my sign using my glue gun. I'm just going to turn it just a little bit so it's not completely straight. It's on there pretty good. That's what it looked like so far. So after I glued it down and everything, I remembered I was going to do something different with this, but I remember I had these really pretty oak leaves. They look like they've been washed out, but they're really pretty. I got them from AC Moore, and I want to use these. Really pretty. So I'm going to take a couple of them. I'm still trying to figure out what color I want to do, and I'm just going to lay them down. But before I do that, I think I want to do like maybe green. So I was thinking about something like that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use these instead of adding like a bow or something. I think I'm going to just add these leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and just use my glue gun. So now I'm going to cut off a piece of twine, and I'm just going to wrap it around my finger one time. Wrap it around. Then I'm going to cut this piece off. Then I'm going to take another piece of twine. And I'm going to tie it off in the middle. Just to make a little bow. And I'm actually going to cut this piece off too. I don't want that piece there. And I'm going to lay this right on here. And I'm only going to snip a little bit of that off. And lay my bow right in the middle with some hot glue. The dab of hot glue, and just lay my little bow down. I'm actually going to cut that a little bit more. A little. Now I'm going to take my house and I'm going to glue everything back together. I left this just that wood color like that. And it is up to you if you want your fall part on the outside and your Halloween on the inside. That's the wrong way, but you see what I'm saying. If you want the Halloween to sit like this, or you want it to be in the inside. I like the Halloween better on the inside. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna put the Halloween on the inside, on the outside, and the fall gonna be in the inside. So this is how it turned out. I put the Halloween on the bottom, the front, and then the fall is in the inside. It turned out. If you like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, also the notification bell to get notified, because I will be uploading more videos like this. Have a great day and bye.